So in this video we are going to see about the triangles. We will see about congruence of two triangles, the different congruence rules which are applied, and how to name the congruent triangles. Welcome to Mathotropism. So first we will see about congruent triangles. Let us take two triangles ABC and PQR. When we are talking about the congruent triangles, two triangles are said to be congruent if the sides and angles of one triangle are equal to the sides and angles of the other triangle. So here in this case, if we assume that AB is equal to QR, AC is equal to QP, and BC is equal to PR. And similarly, when we talk about the angles, angle A is corresponding to angle Q. That means both the angles are equal. Similarly, angle B is equal to angle R, and finally angle C is equal to angle P. It means all the corresponding sides and angles are equal. So in this case, we can say that ABC triangle is congruent to triangle PQR. And when we are naming these congruent triangles, we have to see the corresponding vertices. Easiest way is to start with the equal angles. So when we see A corresponds to vertex Q, because both those angles are equal, vertex B will correspond to R and vertex C will correspond to P. Therefore, we can say the triangle ABC is congruent to which triangle? Instead of A, we will write Q, B we will write R, and C we will write P. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle QRP. Now next we will go to see the different congruence rules which can be applied to the triangles. There are different ways in which we can prove the congruency depending on what has been given in the sum. Sometimes the sides are equal, sometimes the angles, sometimes a mix and match of angles and sides are given. So we will start with SSS. SSS means the three sides are equal in the given sum. So if when we are assuming two triangles like these ABC and PQR, if the three sides of one triangle are equal to the three sides of the other triangle, then the two triangles are said to be congruent. So assume that from the given sum we have that we will be having that given is AB is equal to QR. We'll keep as equation 1. AC is equal to QP. We'll keep it as equation 2. And BC is equal to PR. We'll keep as equation 3. Now we need to name the two congruent triangles since all the sides are equal. Now we have to start comparing. Let us take the first two equations. So when we see the first two equations 1 and 2, left hand side the vertex A is common and the right hand side Q is common. So we can see from 1 and 2 that A and Q are common vertices. Similarly, when we will take the next one as 2 and 3, we can see that C is common and in the right hand side P is common. So C and P are the common vertices. So automatically B and Q will be the common vertices. So when we are having three sides, we can compare two at a time and find which are the common vertices. So by SSS congruency, triangle ABC will correspond to triangle QRP. This is how we are going to name the congruent triangles with respect to three sides. Next, we will go to the SAS congruence rule of triangles, where we will be given two sides and the included angle between the two sides. So for example, AB and AC are given. So the common vertex there is A. Similarly, QR and QP are given with the common vertex Q, and the angles are A and Q which are equal. So in this case, when we are talking about the congruence with respect to two angles and the included side. Then the two triangles are congruent if the two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the two sides and the included angle of the other triangle. So in the given sum, if they have given that AB is equal to QR, we'll keep as equation 1. Then we have AC is equal to QP, which is equation 2, and the angle A is given as equal to angle Q, which is the equation 3. So we can see that the two sides and the included angle are equal. So these two triangles are congruent. Next comes the part of naming the congruent triangles. So always start with the angles. So when we compare, we have from the three that A and Q are the corresponding angles, which means that A and Q correspond to each other. So when we are writing the name of the triangle, instead of A, we will be writing Q. Similarly, when we see the first one, if we remove the A and Q, we have B and R are the corresponding vertices which are remaining in that first equation. So if B and R are the corresponding vertices, balance is C and P. Therefore, by SAS congruency, we can write the triangle ABC corresponds to triangle QRP. Next, we'll go to the ASA congruence rule of triangles. What do you mean by ASA? Means two angles and the included side. Since the side is in between, it means the included side. So we will be seeing that if we have been given two triangles, here in this case angle A is equal to angle R and angle B is equal to angle P. So if two triangles are congruent only if the two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to the two angles and the included side of the other triangle. As already mentioned, let us assume that given is AB is equal to PR. We'll keep as equation 1. Angle A corresponds to angle R, which is equal to angle R, which we'll keep it as equation 2. And then finally angle B is corresponding to the angle P of the other triangle. We'll keep it as equation 3. So since the two angles and the included side are equal, it means two are congruent. Now we start with the naming of the two congruent triangles. So if we compare the one with the angles, we have from 2 that A and R are the corresponding vertices or angles. Similarly from 3 we have B and P are the corresponding angles or the vertices. So as a result, directly from the 2 we get the third C corresponds to Q. As a result, by ASA congruency, that is angle side angle congruency, we have triangle ABC corresponds to triangle RPQ. Next we will go to the AAS congruence rule of triangles, where we will be having two angles as the same angles and not the side included, but the one of the other two sides which is not the included side to be equal. So in that case we will be calling it as AAS congruence, that is angle side. So two triangles are congruent if any two pairs of angles and one pair of the corresponding sides are equal. Remember, the included side is not included. So given is we will be having BC is equal to PQ, assuming that one of the sides. So let it be equation 1. Angle A is equal to angle R, which will keep it as equation 2. And then finally angle B is equal to angle P, which will keep it as an equation 3. So here we have the two angles and one of the sides of the two triangles are equal. Therefore, by AAS congruence, that is angle side congruency, we know that these two are congruent. Now coming back to the naming of the congruent triangle, we need to start with the angles. So we will start with second one, where A and R are corresponding angles, and from 3 we have that B and P are the corresponding angles or the corresponding vertices. So as a result, C will be corresponding to Q. So by AAS congruency rule, we will be having that triangle ABC will be corresponding to triangle RP and Q. So this is how we will name for AAS. So the final one will be, we will be considering the RHS congruence rule of triangles, where we will be taking particular triangle of right angles. So if in two right angles, the hypotenuse and one side of the triangle are equal to the hypotenuse and one side of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So here we are considering the particular case of right angles. So assume that it is given that two sides, let it be BC and RP are equal. We'll keep as equation 1, and the angle B is equal to angle P, which is equal to 90 degree, is the second equation, and the hypotenuse in this case, which is AC, is equal to RQ, which is equation 3. So both all these are equal, so it means we have the hypotenuse one side and one angle being equal. This means that these two right triangles are congruent by the RHS congruence rule. Now coming back to the naming of the triangles, how to name the congruent triangles, we can see by comparing the angle part first. So from equation 2 we have that BP are the corresponding angles, so they are the corresponding vertices, and when we go to any one of the side, so we will take the first equation. So when we see that B and P are removed from the equation, C and R are the corresponding vertices. So automatically from 3 we have A and Q as the corresponding vertex. So by RHS congruence, we can see that the triangle ABC is corresponding to triangle QPR. So this is how we are going to name the congruent triangles, and we have seen so many different congruence rules. Only thing, we will have to apply each with respect to each of the sum which we are attending, because in the sum we will have to see whether it is the side given as equal or whether it is the angles which are given or as equal, and what are those angles or sides, whether they are the included side or not the included side, right angle or hypotenuse, etc. And depending on which we have assumed or which we have been given, we will be applying the corresponding congruence rule. Hope you understood. Thank you.